He's dead freaking serious on tariffs. He's not negotiating. There's no out of the deal bullshit. And there's big implications for Australia, mate, because what's going to happen is you're going to have these huge walls erected around the US economy. And the Chinese aren't going to be able to sell jack shit into the US economy. They're going to block China from the US economy completely. Our biggest supplier of goods into Australia is China. And if China can't sell BYD cars into the US, where do you think they're going to dump their cars and all the other goods? Little old Australia and the EU and other markets. But we're going to get a ton of cheap Chinese goods dumped into Australia. Are we going to do anything about it? If they are in turn eviscerating our manufacturing, not that we produce cars anymore, but if that's impacting our ability to compete against the Chinese, is Albo or Dutton going to do anything about it? No chance. We've got no spine on this stuff, right? So we're going to have actually a lot of, I think, deflationary forces.
Cheap goods.
So what does that mean for the RBA? Well, you got two things. China's, can you say fucked on this?
Yeah, say whatever you like.
Yeah, cool.
It's my podcast.
Okay, cool. China's fucked, right? They're going to get so screwed by this, right? They're going to be blocked from the entire, from most Western liberal democratic markets. They're going to be blocked from, and but particularly from the biggest market, which is the US. And that's bad news for Australia.
Now, why is it bad news if everything arrives here cheaper?
Well, that's positive. But she's our number one trade partner.
But we have to export back there.
If we're exporting, commodities to China, then that's not very good for us.
Well, we are. 70% of our stuff goes to China. So resources I'm talking about. So what you're saying is that if China's struggling, our export will start to suffer.
Correct. But, the way the RBA, I think, will look at this is not positive for Australia. Like China, having a quasi-recession of sorts can't be positive for Australia. And then the other thing is you're going to get a deflationary impulse. So the prices of goods will be lower than they otherwise would be. And I think it's already starting to happen. And so what that means is for the RBA, they could cut in May quite comfortably. The inflation data could start surprising on the downside, particularly if they extend these cost of living subsidies, which they seem to be doing. And you could get a decent number of RBA rate cuts, but 2 to 3, I think, as a minimum, makes sense for this year in total.